Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to SCFC Fan TV. And obviously, me and Dino's here. We've just watched the match, the Sunderland game versus EFC Wimbledon. We're doing a quick review. Where it ended at the Plough Lane Stadium. EFC Wimbledon 0, Sunderland 3. 3 goals from Charlie Wyke. Takes us up to 6th. Dino now. Dino, for me, it was a professional performance. I wouldn't say it was pretty at times, but keeping a clean sheet. It was expected to win. I mean, we should be beating teams like Wimbledon. I'm not being arrogant or disrespectful, but it wasn't a great performance, but it was a professional performance, and I think we fully deserved the 3 points. Dino, what was your views on the game, mate?
You know what? My views are a bit different to yours, to be fair. I mean, I know we scored dead early. It was a lovely. I think the change in formation, I think Lee Johnson's shown that if it's not working, he's going to change things because he's went with the 4-2-2-2 or whatever. And he's put O'Brien and Charlie Wyke up front, and that's where the goal came from. It was a great touch from Embleton, and then he knocked it around the corner for O'Brien. O'Brien hits it across his box to his strike partner, and I think Charlie Wyke done a little flick. I think it was a little flick goal.
Yeah.
It was a great start, don't get us wrong, but from the 6th minute till the 86th minute, the game was awful. I would say Wimbledon created more chances than us in the first and second half up until the 86th minute. I thought Wimbledon controlled the game mainly in the second half. I thought second half we really struggled to get our own box. I thought our players' decision-making was awful at times. I mean, we're taking corners short and losing the ball. We're taking free kicks short and losing the ball, which was really getting us frustrated. But then when the second goal, we actually put the ball in the box, and Charlie Wyke, it was a lovely run to the front post and a lovely side foot finish. Great for Charlie Wyke. And then, obviously, we're 2-0 up. They're deflated. We're on a bit of a high. We've just scored in the 86th minute. And then we catch them on the counter attack again. I'm sure it was Scowen. He could have given it a diamond. He didn't. He kept going, and he played a good through ball to Charlie Wyke, and it was just a lovely little ding finish, like a ding side finish. And to be fair, I think 3-0 is quite flattering for us, because I thought Wimbledon were the better team up until the 86th minute when we scored that goal, because I really thought we didn't keep possession well enough. The ball was overturning all the time. It was a poor game, but it was a good result, if you know what I mean.
I was just looking at the stats there, Dino. Obviously, I've got a total different opinion of you of the game, but I was just looking at the stats of your ball position. Obviously, 59% of their 41. Goal attempts, we had 12 of them at 9. Shots on goal, we had 4 to their 2. You know, I know what you mean in the sense where first off, I thought we were the better side. We didn't create a lot, but we just looked a little bit sort of dangerous. But the game was coming out second half, and we weren't at it, if you know what I mean, in the second half.
Did you think we were the better team in the first half? Because after that goal, I don't remember us having a shot on goal on target.
No, I mean, like, even in the whole of the game, there wasn't many clear-cut chances from both sides, really, was there? I mean, apart from their shot we did the post.
Lee Burge made 2 saves in the first half. I think they were both outside the box. One of them was where he went to go near post, and Lee Burge got down to it. And then there was the long shot where he just pushed it out towards Callum McFadzean. So them had them 2 pot shots from outside the box. But in the first half, most of our shots were just over the bar. I don't even think apart from the goal.
We're wasteful. Like, I mean, Embleton, I've been seeing he's been playing really well. He showed a lot of skill, a lot of vision and stuff. But as soon as he gets to on goal, he's skying the shots out of the bar. Do you know what I mean? Very, very wasteful. But I just think, like, I thought we controlled the game. I thought, like, we had the ball a lot. I know what you mean about the score being 3-0. Maybe that was a bit harsh on Wimbledon. I understand what you mean there. Like, I think we winning 1-0, and then obviously the second goal killed it off, didn't it? And it was just a counter attack. And then, it was the corner. Then obviously the third goal was just they were deflating the counter attack. I know what you mean. The score is probably a bit harsh on them, but I think, like, we had a lot of possession and we kept the ball out. We just didn't create much again, which is always the frustrating bit. But for me, it's a win. We kept a clean sheet and we're up to 6th. Hopefully we're going to win.
But Sean, do you know, from the 6th minute, from the first goal until the second goal, Could you tell a difference between the two teams? One of them's supposed to be going for top 6 and the other one's fighting relegation. Could you tell a difference? That's the difference. That's going to be the difference. When you come up against a team who is up there with you, that's when the quality is going to show, because, I mean, even Danny Collins said the same thing. You can't tell the difference between who's the relegation side and who's going up, who wants the top 6 from the 6th minute to the 86th, because it was poor. It was so poor.
And but then what you remember is in games like that, when it's scrappy and it's poor and there's not much happening, you've just got to try and be professional, keep it tight at the back, and then just, if a chance comes, just take it. Do you know what I mean? Under Parkinson or whatever, or even Ross, them type of games, we wouldn't be winning them. We'll be like drawing them or losing them even. And I think the dates, Lee Johnson made good calls. He knew he made the subs at the right times when he seen it was a little bit flat and they were looking like they were getting on top. He brought off McGeady, and then he brought off O'Brien. I thought he made subs at the right times as well. And he brought Jack Diamond on fresh legs. Do you know what I mean?
I totally understand that, but like, are you confident going forward that if we keep playing like this, we'll get top 6?
Against better opposition, I'm not sure. Against better opposition.
I mean, it was a flat game. If you're wanting to go up, you've got to be putting you've got to put in displays against teams like this. It's good enough saying scrappy, but should you be scrappy? Be a scrappy win against a team like Wimbledon? Not really. A scrappy game's like someone against Hull, like them scrappy wins where both teams are going at it. This was just two poor teams, and then near the end, we just had that 2 ounces of quality. Do you know what I mean? So it's it's good enough saying, it's a scrappy 3-0 win. It was a scrappy game, but you shouldn't be playing scrappy football against a team like Wimbledon.
I think it was a scrappy game in general. I thought it was like a poor game. I was saying in the live chat, there was a lot of comments saying it's been really poor, and I was saying, that's been really poor, but that's just the way the game is. It was just like turning into a scrappy game, and games like that, you've just got to try and take your chances when they come. There wasn't many open chances in the game, was it, to be fair? But we limited it very little, to be fair. I mean, when we got the second goal from the corner, it was a great finish by Charlie Whiteman, wasn't it? The volley. Great finish. But straight after that, we switched off and he had a shot from the left-hand side. I think it was with a shot. I forget it was. And he hit the post. I think it was Joe Pickett. It was Joe Pickett. He hit the shot with the post. That could have went in. It rolled along the line, and it could have been a nail biting last 5-10 minutes. But thankfully, I know what you're saying, and that's the thing about you. Obviously, you're not getting too ahead of yourselves. I'm probably just. I always do. I always think, now we can kick on now and think you always stay level-headed, which is good, and that's why I think a lot of people respect for what you say. You know what I mean? I'm trying to take the positives, but I know you're just thinking, no, did I get too excited, Sean? That's the thing, isn't
it? On the game, what did you think of when new signing? Carl Winchester? He got a good 40-35 minutes under his belt. What did you think of him?
I didn't really say much of him, Dino, to be fair.
I'd agree. I don't get, like, obviously it's hard to get into a game when it's quite scrappy and we're not playing great football. And he didn't really get many touches. Like, there was one where it was from a throw-in on the left-hand side. He got a thrown to him. He looked like he was going to pull the trigger, but it looked like he had a doubt, and then he went wide. But other than that, he didn't, like I can't tell what kind of player he was just off that performance. Right. It's hard to enter a game centre midfield when nothing's coming through centre. Everything's just one way other. When the balls keep getting overturned so regularly, it's hard to get in the game. So I'd like to see him start and then take it from there for me.
I think that's what. And I was wanting, when you say Winchester today, you wanting to see what he's like, what's he all about. And then when he didn't start, I was like, what I got told was true. And I also said that he was cover for Ledbetter. I took the case. So what's the point in? Do you know what I mean? No, I mean, you want to be bringing players in who's going to make a difference. Do you know what I mean? But Winchester, I think if he starts on Tuesday night against Plymouth, and we'll probably see him better, but he might just keep with the winning team. But then looking at the positives, Dino, out of the game today, was there many positives? I mean, we'll come to Charlie White after this, but apart from Charlie White, what was the positives out of the game today?
Positives, clean sheet. Yeah, 100% a clean sheet. Lee Johnson showing that he's going to adapt. If something's not going to work, he's going to change it instead of doing what Parkinson done, just stuck with the same system. Yeah. I mean, Lee Johnson's changed formation about 3-4 times now. It's not working with the three at the back. It's not working with a 4-2-3-1. Now we're going to go 4-2-2-2. So it's shown to me that Lee Johnson's going to change if it's not working. He's went with two strikers. It's worked today because the two strikers linked up to score the goal. And it's 3 points. It is 3 points, but the performance is still worrying for me. But other than that, the positives: 3 points, clean sheet, and Lee Johnson's adapting.
No, that's good. That's good points, that Dano. Obviously, it was a great day for Sunderland. If you haven't seen the game, you say we're 1-3-0, kept the clean sheet, up to 6. We'll probably not stay 6 by the end of today because the other games we with early kick-off and other games get played at 3. But the day belonged to a guy who he's had a lot of criticism over the last 2.5 years. He's
especially from me. Especially from me.
From everybody I've given stick, but this season I don't know what it is, but he's proven everybody wrong. I mean, he scored 13 goals in all competitions, and he scored his 10th league goal today and a hat-trick. So the day belongs to Charlie Wyke, doesn't it?
From it, say I've got to hold my hand up. Charlie Wyke's having a phenomenal season. I didn't give him a hope in hell. He was our worst striker the last 2 years. Put that down to injury, or put that down to he wasn't fitting in well or weren't playing to his style. There's loads of excuses you can make, but this season, I even said this season he wouldn't hit 10 goals. He's proved me wrong. Proved me wrong. He's got to be Sunderland's number 1 starter. He's Sunderland's number 1 striker. He's always got to be the first name on the team sheet, unless he's going through a round and run. But well done, Charlie Wyke. He takes home the match ball. But I don't know if it's his first hat-trick in professional football. I'm not sure. But he's obviously man of the match, and what a day. Well done to Charlie Wyke. He's proven everyone wrong, even me, and I hold my hands up. He's playing really well, and you've got to hold your hands up to it.
Well, that's just about wrapped it up for the review. Thanks, Dano. Obviously, the next game on Tuesday night is against Plymouth. Are you confident, Dano, quickly?
Plymouth, I'm home away.
It's at home, Tuesday night.
I'm never confident when it comes to Sunderland because you don't know what Sunderland's going to turn up. So you hope you want to win. But it's down to the players at the end of the day. The manager picks a team, tells them what they need to do, then go out and perform. If them perform, we'll win. If they don't perform, we'll get beat or draw. So it's all down to them. So let's just hope they turn up.
Right, cheers that, Dano. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the live stream today. And the game ended EFC Wimbledon 0, Sunderland 3. Happy days. So for myself, Sean Middleton, thanks to Dano. As always, straight to the point. Never sugarcoats it. He says it how it is. I'm a bit more, bit more frivolous than him.
Well, I'm a dementor, aren't I? I'm a dementor from Harry Potter, aren't I? I suck all the life out of everything. That's what someone says. So
no, you just see it how it is, mate. And some people don't like that. But thanks for that, Dano. Thanks for giving us your opinion there. And thanks to everybody in live chat. And remember, tomorrow night, the Sunday Bunch. Should be a good discussion about a good win, and Charlie Wyke, the hat-trick hero. So for myself, Sean Middleton, and Dano, stay safe, and see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
And give it a thumbs up.
A thumbs up.